Everyone. So in this new lesson, we will going to learn some different other variables like how we can assign multiple values and other things. So in this lesson, I will going to teach three things. First is assign values to multiple variables. Then second part is one value to multiple variable. And third one is output of multiple variables. And the fourth one is online Python compiler. So let's start with the first one, assign value to multiple variables. So Python allows you to assign values to multiple variables in one line. So let's see with an example. So let's see, I'm defining x, y, z equal to, I'm still defining Delhi, Mumbai, Pune. Okay, and now I have to print the value of x, need to print the value of y and print the value of z. Let's see, Delhi, Mumbai and Pune. So what we have done in this four line of code, so we are assigning values. Delhi, Mumbai and Pune are the value, and x, y and z are the multiple variable. So we are assigning in a one line, so you don't need to define x equal to Delhi, y equal to Mumbai like that. No need of doing this. You can define in this way also, or you can define multiple variables in one line by using comma. Like you need to define x comma y comma z, and you need to define the value. So Delhi will assign to value x, Mumbai will assign to value y, and Pune will assign to value, Pune value will assign to variable z. One thing which is important to note here, which is very important, make it as a note, is make sure that number of variables should equal to number of values. If this is not fulfilling, so it will give you an error. So for, let me give an example. If you are defining here x, y, z and you are giving one more variable like uh, state Bihar, so let's rerun this. See, you are getting this error, value error means you are defining more number of values, because we only have three variables which will store these values, but in on the right hand side we are defining four values instead of three. That's why we are getting this value error. So when you remove this, then it will sort out. See, Delhi, Mumbai and Pune. So this is important when you're defining or assigning values to multiple variables in one line. So the number of variables x, y, z and the number of values should be equal. Then covering the second topic, one value to multiple variables. What does it means? So let me rub this. So you can assign the same value to multiple variables in one line. What it means? Let me define again, x equal to y equal to z equal to 4 and c, and I want to have the print x, print y and print z. So this is also a way to assign a value to different variables. Like here the variable on the left hand side is x, y and z, and these all three variables storing a value of 4. So when you click on run part, variable x is storing a value of 4, variable y is storing a value of 4, and variable z is storing a value of 4. So by this way you can have one value to multiple variables. Okay, now coming to the third topic, that is output of multiple variables. So for the output of multiple variables, we use the print statement to print the output, as we have discussed and seen the lesson 1. So in the print function, you can output multiple variables separated by comma. So let me see. You are defining x equal to this, y equal to is, and z equal to lesson 2. So I have defined three variable x and y and z, and they are storing the string, and now I want to print. So in the third topic, what we are trying to output of multiple variables like x, y and z, we want to print in a one line. So to do this, we just have to follow by comma, x variable comma y variable comma z, and then when you run this code, this is lesson 2. You are printing all the three variables just by using the comma. One more thing is, like, for the string part you can also use a plus sign to print the same x plus y plus z, and if you print this, see, this is lesson 2. So in the case of third one, they are catenating, means they are combining all the three strings. To make it more readable, you need to give one space, this is, and when you try to print this line, see, you will get a space, and if you don't provide one space, it will just concatenate, combine these two string is lesson 2 together, so there will be no space. So to provide a space to make your sentence more readable, so you can give a space. And the fourth part is like online Python compiler. So like I generally do the coding part either in PyCharm or VS Code. There are also online Python compiler where you can go and do this practicing part, like learning the Python thing. So what you have to do, you can just go, there are lots of compiler part is there. So I will attach the link of these things in this lesson YouTube videos. So what you have to do, you just need to write anything like x equal to 3, y equal to 4, and I want to sum up this, print x plus y, and let me run this. So in the output you will get 7. So this is the first compiler online you can use to practice the Python code. Second one is this one, same thing, you just have to use this, you can print same thing, anything you can do, okay, and you just need to execute. You have to write on the left hand side and need to go to an execute button, then in the right hand side in the terminal you will get the output part. So this is also a online compiler where you can use and practice the code. So I will attach the link for both. So it is time taking, let me refresh it. So print okay, execute, see, hello world and okay. So as far you have an idea to print message on the terminal, like in the last lesson I have taught you. So this one, print anything. So you need to have this print statement, within the bracket you need to write what exactly you want to print, like hi Ashish, and you need to run the current file and hit on the screen button. It will print in the output. In this tutorial, I will show you how to receive input from the user. So this tutorial is basically getting input from the user. So we will be going to write a small program that will ask users name and their email ID, and then we will print the message. So starting with this, so instead of using print, we will use input function, and within the input function, we will write the message like I'm going to write what is your name question mark and giving the space, and the spaces I have given I will tell you when we execute this line of code, and in the output we will see this input function will print the message on the terminal, and then it will wait for the users to enter the value. Whatever we will write within this input function, that will this particular input function will return in the output. So we can get that value and store it in a variable. So right now I have written a function input, and within I want to print this particular line, what is your name, and it will ask to user to provide the answer for this particular question. So let me store it into a variable called name. So we already have discussed how to create a variable. So to create a variable, we have to just provide a variable name with equal operator, and whatever we are writing on the right hand side, it will store into this particular variable name. Let's print a message. Print. I want to print hi, and then plus operator, and then again I'm using name. So here in this print statement, what we are doing, so we are catenating, we are combining two string. One string is hi, so I have given the space because when we are getting the output, so within the output we can see the output will look like this hi and the name. So to provide the space between name and hi, so that's why I have given one space after hi, and the name which is the variable, and I'm storing the user input in this particular variable. So I'm combining this one string hi and the other string name. So when you run this particular line of code, it will ask what is your name, and you need to provide the answer. Like for example, I'm writing Ashish, and you need to press enter, and it will print hi Ashish. See how cool is this? So this particular tutorial is like getting the input from the user, whatever, like it will ask the user to provide the answer or the value, and then the value I'm storing it in a variable called name, and then I'm printing that variable with hi statement, like print with one string hi, and this plus word is not, is just working as a catenating, combining two string in this particular line of code.